Alright guys, I'm gonna be doing a auto to manual swap, or actually a LS swap. Gotta take off these pedals and replace them with manual pedals. So it's gonna be 4 bolts up here. Hopefully that you can see. And up there, there's 2 on that side and 2 on the other side. I'm gonna have to get to, and then there's 1 right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I'm gonna have to be taking those off and putting in. Oh, and there is a bolt up top there, but you guys can't see that. Maybe I'm gonna have to put it on the manual ones. So I'm gonna do the brake and pedal side first, because I think there'll be a little more room to wiggle it out before I put in the clutch one. I see people normally put in the clutch one first, but I don't really think that's the smartest way to go about it. So I'm gonna try, well, I definitely gonna put in the brake and gas one first. Definitely much easier in my opinion to put that in, and then put the manual pedal in last, because that one seems really easy. And it is much more easier to just to pop up in there and, you know, go at it. So I'm gonna do that. Gonna be taking out this auto single cam. Pretty straightforward. Once I get ready to take that out, I'll give you guys an update. So Midori green hatch. Fenders were changed. I believe everything's on auto, right? Okay. The fenders were changed on this, so it's rusted in the front, but there's no rust on the car itself. So 96 Midori green. Bought the swap for $750 with everything, harness, shift linkage, everything. And I bought this bracket from a manual EK. I bought some motor mounts that I'll show you guys, but once I'll give you guys a rundown on everything and how much I paid for it later on throughout the video. But right now it's about 4 o'clock, 4:27. So let's see how fast I can get this pedal swapped out, and then we come back. All right guys, so I got the automatic bracket out, and I'll show you guys how I did it, because it was a little frustrating. Couldn't really find anything online video wise that shows it. So basically what I did was this metal bracket is held on by 2 10mm bolts right here that connect to right here and on the other side, and then there's 2 bolts right here that connect to right here and on the other side, and then there's a little silver bracket right here with 2 12mm bolts that connect to this, right? So I just did that, popped the whole steering wheel down. You might get tempted to undo that bolt right there in the back. This one is where the spline of the steering shaft goes in, probably to the rack and pinion. You don't want to undo that, because then when you slide it back in, you might not get the spline line the same exact way, and your steering will probably be slightly off, and that shit bothers me. But yeah, so it was that. I thought it was gonna be much more harder, because I was getting stuck with the damn pedals. But and when I took it off the other car, the donor car that I bought all the pedals from, I took it off from down here, which was easy, but it was still kind of a pain, you know, in the ass to get it off. Thought it was gonna be easier doing it that way, but then I looked online real quick, found somebody doing it with a CRX. So I'm showing you guys this right here, and it's fairly simple. I don't know why people say this is much harder job than what it is. It's really not. I started with this first, thinking it was gonna be much harder. It is, let's see how long it took me. 5:12. So yeah, about 40 minutes. Taking my time, not really, you know, sure like how to go about it through here, and then having to find the tools and everything. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw in the manual ones, then do the probably do the clutch one, and then I guess start seeing if I just pull out the swap. If it's not gonna get too late, because it's about 5:12. I'm probably gonna have 2-3 hours max of sunlight. But I mean, if I do it fairly fast, that should be more than enough time. But I'm not entirely sure, because in the automatic part I'm gonna show you guys later, you have to cut something on the bottom of here. And I don't have a Dremel, so I'm gonna see what happens when I get there. So I wanted to show you guys something real quick before I actually put in these manual pedals. This bracket right here is for the cruise control. So what I'm gonna do is, there's a cotter pin here, and I already twisted it. Just gonna pull it out. This assembly should just come right off. Don't need it at all, because this car doesn't have a cruise control, and I'm not gonna put it in. So I'm just gonna take that off, because I bent it when I took it out, because I couldn't figure out how to take this damn thing off. Now I see that probably would have slid out like that, but it was just too much of a pain in the you know. So yeah, I'm gonna take this off real quick, because I don't want it, don't need it, and then install it. I'll show you guys once this is installed, and this is all put back up, and it's gonna look the same. Alright guys, so I got pedals installed. A little bit of a pain to fucking get this up in there. Not be super hard, it's just fighting with it. One thing I did notice is that the brake pedal switch, this is the one that came with the new pedals, the manual pedals, is different. Give me 1 second, put this down. Is different from the one with my car. So I'm just taking it off, swapping them. Another thing to note, this one may be different because this is OBD2AB car. So I know the harnesses are different. I don't know if certain plugs are different. Maybe just an auto to manual thing, I'm not sure. But I guess the brake light will be on, if I'm not mistaken. So if you don't want that to be on, can you just swap yours over? Also, maybe just like something where you could just short the wires. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, don't try that, look online. But yeah, so changing it over. And then I'm gonna be installing the clutch pedal. Everything is going back together fairly simple, so not too worried. Hopefully it is 5:45. So hopefully have enough sunlight to continue and maybe start pulling the motor. Let's see.